In this video, I will be talking about natal sun in Gemini in the first house and what this placement means for you when you have it in your chart. And with that being said, what the sun represents is it represents our actions, how we are seen by others, and how we choose to present ourselves and what motivates our actions. When the sun is in Gemini, which is a mutable air sign, and is all about adaptability, change, intellect, and ideas, this shows somebody whose actions are motivated by circumstance. So to other people, with having a Gemini sun, you may come across as more fickle, but also you may come across as intelligent, witty, or clever. But sometimes people misinterpret the depth of your actions, because Sun in Gemini shows somebody whose actions come from a more superficial place. It comes more from a superficial train of thought, or like from circumstance, rather than a deeper significance, such as a different sun sign like Sun in Cancer, where somebody's actions is motivated by their deep emotions at every moment. So with that being said, when you have the Sun in Gemini in your first house, where the sun is exalted, and the first house is about identity and how we come across to others. So also, you could watch this video, or this video could apply if you had the sun conjunct the ascendant in Gemini. And essentially, when the sun is in the first house, this shows somebody that stands out in some way, that attracts attention, or that projects themselves very strongly or confidently out into the world, and they have a constant perception or a belief in themselves. So with that being said, first of all, this shows somebody that is confident in their mind and confident in their ideas. And also this shows somebody that projects themselves through their communication, meaning a lot of times this placement will show somebody that's quite chatty, somebody that is communicative, and, can be kind of a jokester as well, and can have a good sense of humor. But generally speaking too, like I was saying, it shows that since the sun is in the first house and it's in Gemini, it shows somebody that's confident in their mind and their way of thinking or seeing things. Now, also, just by combining the meanings of the sun and the first house, this shows somebody who stands out in some way. And when we combine the meaning of Gemini, this is about circumstances. So something about how you act and something about circumstances makes you stand out. So the way that I think of this is that people with the sun in Gemini, they stand out based on their way that they react to circumstances. So this is like the type of person that stands out by the comments that they say, or like the jokes that they crack, or like the people that stand out just by being always at the right place at the right time. These people are really popular for the most part, or they're always, they're all over the place. They're always going where the best opportunities are. And their actions are motivated by circumstance, and like by what is like the best outcome, and by ideas, and by their mind, because Gemini is also the sign of our mind and our intellect. So for that reason too, that's why it's about communication as well, and somebody who stands out based on their ideas, or like the thoughts that they express from their mind, which can sometimes be funny, or they can be like clever. Now, the other thing about this placement is that since the sun is in Gemini, it's in the 11th sign from its own sign. The 11th is the house of friends. It's the house of humanity. It's the house of interconnectedness and our network. So, to me, Gemini sun shows somebody that is perceived as other, as being friendly as well, and can have an element of charm. So you could stand out as well as being somebody that's friendly. But for the most part, your sun in the first house makes you attract attention, or makes you stand out in some way. And in this case, it's having to do with your thoughts, your mind, or how you react to circumstances. So this could be, of course, how you comment on things, like the jokes that you say, or like the opportunities that you are a part of. Like all those kind of things make you a popular person. Like just the fact that you're all over the place, or you're always at the right place at the right time, or that so many people know you or have connected to you, just makes you stand out. Sometimes it could even be something that is not intentional on your part. Like it could just be, you could be a more quiet person maybe, with having some other aspects in your chart, but like just the fact that you have communicated to so many people, or like so many people, know you and like you, it makes you stand out, even though the fact that you may be quiet with based on other placements in your chart. So with that being said, that summarizes Sun in Gemini in the first house. So with that being said, if you enjoyed and this resonated, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to this channel. And other than that, I appreciate you guys watching and supporting in any way that you do. If you would like a natal chart reading, the link is in the description to my Patreon, where I do a free natal chart reading for my Jupiter tier patrons, which is the higher tier. I also have an email in my description if you'd like to contact me that way and book a reading. So definitely check those out if that interests you. And I appreciate you guys watching and supporting in any way that you do. And I will talk to you guys sometime soon in another video. Peace.